Really cool to see the V8 Dirt Modifieds going 4 wide for their state title. So if you're here at the racetrack, get up out of your seat if you're not already. If you've got a hat or you've got whatever you got, give it a wave, show your appreciation to these drivers here. Clarke and Britain to hit the line together, and we are believing for sure. New South Wales title is underway here at Sydney International Speedway. Clarke, the Australian champion last weekend, gets away to a flyer. Britain sits there in second position. Then we go back to Blake Everly in behind him in third position. 1 lap down with 29 to go.
So it is the number 1 that leads the way. Then it's Britain from Everly. Corbett, Clarke, round out the top 5. We've got Scotty Cannon in there as well in the 6th position. Mark Robertson in 7, Dale Corbett in 8, Mick Turner in 9, and Mark Griffith rounds out the top 10.
So Cannon's moved up 1 spot. He's moved up the 5th from his 6th. You can see when he gets off the gas, the little bit of blue flame comes out of the exhaust. That excess fuel. He continues on down into 1. He's coming up onto the back of the 46 car. The first car he'll put down is Daniel Edwards. Gets in underneath him. This is where you got to be careful because the slower car does not know he's there. He does now. Moves up the racetrack, but you cannot make a mistake when you're trying to pass these slower cars. Heavy lap traffic in front of your race leader. And guess what? That's let Kevin Britton close right in on the 30 in car number 34. Race leader Clarke has to go a little higher on the racetrack. Gets around Douglas. Britton's right there with him. Britton's going to stay on the top. There's going to be a challenge for the lead. Oh no, the 10 spins in front of the leaders. They both miss him. Darren Todd went around, and caution on the speedway. 7 Cannon. Clarke, Robinson, Dale Corbett, Turner and Griffith. That's your top 10.
Oh, messy restart. Dale Corbett failed to fire off. And Mick Turner got to the back of him, and we're yellow.
23 remaining in this New South Wales V8 Dirt Modified title. Race leader is David Clarke.
All cars get away cleanly this time. Great restart there by Clarke. Britain sits there in second. Some jostling further back in the pack as they try and settle down into their positions. But it is Clarke that leads the way from Britain. Everly in third. Corbett, that's Chris Corbett in fourth. Scotty Cannon up into 5th, Mark Robinson up into 6th over Brett Clarke. Coming together back there in the pack, but they all get away clearly this time. The number 1 leads the way. Britain slots into 2nd again. Down the back straight they go, and the 48 of Chris Corbett there moves into 3rd position. So around they come to complete lap 10:20 left to run in this New South Wales state title, and it is David Clarke, the A1. Oh, we go yellow again.
Yeah, Noah Douglas definitely have not allowed Clarke to skip away in this one. But I tell you what, Kevin Britton will not have to pay for a left front tyre for many a season. That thing has been in the air the whole race. It's just dangling up there. Look at it down the back straight if we can get a shot there on pay-per-view. The left front is dangling in the air as he chases after your Aussie winner, David Clarke.
Clarke makes a good move on the inside, but gets held up a little bit there into turn 3, and Britain is right behind him.
Yeah, that's where Britain's going to be able to capitalise. But once Clarke gets past those slower cars, Britain's got to do the same, and he does. He's only a car length off the race leader. Loses a bit of ground out of turn 2 that time. Closes back into 3. So the race is going to be on between these 2 guys as they come out of turn number 4. There's 10 laps remaining for our race leader. That's a battle back in the pack. We need to go back to the race leader. There he is coming out of 2 down the back straight. Britain's still there in 2nd. Forget about 3rd spot. He's coming out of turn 2 and they're coming out of turn 4. So they've almost got half a lap on the rest of the field. These 2 guys out in front.
Field again, 7 laps will be 8 laps left to run.
Chaos. Scott Cannon's got a flat right rear, lads. He's coming to the infield. I don't think there's any danger.
And around onto the front straight they lead again. Clarke leads the way. Britain there on the inside of Everly. He shoots straight into 2nd position.
Yeah, Robinson having a look on the outside. Makes it 3 wide out of turn number 2. Contact between Everly and Robinson. Robinson becomes the ball in a pinball machine. Caution on the speedway. Robinson went the big move round the outside. Clarke gets away.
Down into turn one, the number one leads the way to 34 of Britain there, sits in second position. Everly there in third. That's the way it's been through most of the, all of the restarts here this evening in this New South Wales title. Down to 7 cars only as they work their way around. It is Clarke from Britain and Everly. Then it's Britain, Everly and Dale Corbett.
Oh, big contact down the front straight between the 22 of Brett and Benny and the 46.
Plenty of action here at Sydney International Speedway. Clarke leads him into turn one. The 34 there of Kevin Britton sits right behind, and Britton's got the hurry on in second position here as he tries to close up on the back of Clarke. Down the front straight, 2 laps left to run. The Australian number one leads the way. Britton in 34 sits in second position, and Everly rounds out the podium positions.
Yeah, the only way I can see Kevin Britton getting the win in this is if Clarke makes a mistake, and I can't see that happening as the white flag starts flapping in the breeze. The 29 previous laps, Clarke has been absolutely perfect. Pulls away from Britton down the back straight into turn 3 and 4. He's going to come out of turn number 4. He won the Australian Championship last weekend and he wins the New South Wales Championship this weekend.
Hey mate, on a string, this Bricknell Racing Products, this Aussie one is a weapon at the moment, mate. Well done.
Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, it was a good, interesting track out there, and obviously I was pretty fortunate to have clear air out there, but even just passing, it's off the bottom there, it's just got to stay on the bottom and just be really, regimented with what you do. So, it was great. The car felt great off turn 4 here, and I know Kevy was probably there, definitely there the whole way with me. So, look, congratulations to everyone else on the podium. Thanks so much for Sydney Speedway for having us down here. It's really appreciated to get the dirt mods down here. Huge effort for everyone that came from Bundy last weekend at the Australian title to come back down here this weekend. So.